And so I literally did it on the bus, and I was asking the bus driver to slow down so I could catch a Pidgey.
Wow.
It was literally only started on the bus.
See, that's the problem with y'all people right there. Shit like that. Motherfuckers getting into car accidents and shit. People getting robbed. This
Okay,
is
well, that's
ridiculous.
stupid. I'm not going to drive. It's illegal to drive your mobile out over here.
It is over here too, but people still do it.
Yeah, well, then they're pricks.
If you're
Yeah,
sick
I'm
about
not
hearing
asking.
if you're sick of hearing about Pokemon Go for the past week, let me tell you what hearing about sports is like for the past 3 decades.
Nice.
Now that's my pain.
Every time.
Yes,
someone-
but regular sports are for non-virgins.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
In
you're
any
here
case,
Shots fucking fired.
for balls if you haven't put your penis in a vagina. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit.
I
I haven't put my penis in the
I
vagina.
found out today that on Brave Souls, the focus thing, totally pointless.
What is it?
Focus.
No, I'm asking what does it do?
Well, focus is supposed to determine the amount of critical hits you get in,
Yeah.
and it turns out that
Snapyaki has like high focus.
yeah, it doesn't. Turns out no matter how high your focus is, it like is virtually nothing. Like if your focus is at like 300 something, that does like that's an average of about like 30% critical hit. 30 something percent, 30 like 34 or 30 something percent critical hit. So I mean, it's not even point. Like you would have to literally, like the one guy was saying that he had Byakuya leveled up,
Yeah, because Byakuya has high focus.
and he had him, I think at like 307 or something like that, and that's his focus all the way up plus focus increasing, items and everything like that.
Well,
And he was like determined on the board where you have Yami as a boss. He was using that as a reference point and determined that it would take like 60 something hits in order to kill Yami at that.
Like it does take it, or did it?
It would take like over 60 something hits to kill Yami with a regular attack with your focus that high. And even then, it was only at like 30 something percent. So he said it's virtually pointless to increase focus because your critical hits aren't really a factor at this point.
Oh, well, for fuck's sake, that's annoying because Byakuya has high focus.
But when you think about it, I'm just sitting there like, all that time, I'd go and try to get focus crystals.
Yeah.
And shit like that, and now they're just like pointless.
Yeah, because I spent a lot of time gathering stuff like, oh, I'm so happy this weekend the money's back again, so I'm gonna, like last week I was actually using my soul crystals for money.
Know what I do like one thing? Was it the one, where's the one where they, I think it's the one event that they have right now, the white, whatever it's called.
The White Day, they stopped.
Yeah, White.
There's a new one. It's called the Seven Wonders of Karkur.
No, the White Day event is still going on for like another day.
Yeah, no, the White Day is still going on. The White Day has this thing, where you're fighting things, and you know the one where you fight Grimjaw, and he like throws a president at you.
Oh God, yeah.
The White Day Grimjaw unit.
The only good one in that whole scenario is when you're fighting against Aizen, because when he does his finisher, he presents a bouquet of roses, and then he flips it upside down, and then it like shatters, and it shows like the Zompok Town. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the only cool one. I noticed
cool.
that was actually the coolest Aizen moment that I've seen in a while. Well, bar this week, we'll get into that.
And that actually ties into his capability, or what his Zompok does.
Log into Skype. To view this shared photo, go to. Why?
What is this? What is this picture?
Why does it not let me see? Why does it let me see it? Can you?
Oh God! Oh Jesus
post
Christ!
It for me. Post it for me.
Why though?
Host. Host, because at the minute, I'm not logging into any Skype features other than Skype 6.0, because they keep making me upgrade and I can't record without being on 6. Has anyone heard of Discord? Well, you have, Shiffy. Has anyone tried Discord?
Not yet.
Oh, excuse me.
What are you using still? Because it's not it's worse than it was last week. It's not.
Phone.
You're using the phone again, right?
Same phone.
Excuse me.
Right.
Sorry. Oh.
Even worse if I was on my computer, so.
Anyway, we should actually, start this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Did you not host that image for me?
I did. It's the thing I just linked.
Oh, is it? Thank you. Oh. Why? Someone picked up. Stop it, Baz. Don't look at me like that. Who the fuck is that?
That's Baz.
Is that actually Basby?
As a kid, yeah.
As a kid.
Oh, Jesus Christ, 45. Holy shit.
Is that
Dude.
what the fuck is that? Trojan condoms built to last.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. Spirit, right, okay, future link one that I noticed. Spirit King Sama, and the Spirit King has awoken from his slumber. It's fucking talking to you.
Wait,
Yes, people, we like to talk and banter with each other. Sue us.
wait. You guys know about relatable posts, right? On Twitter and shit.
Who?
Relatable posts, like when it's like, oh, when you do this, and then it just posts a picture. They've actually, it's mostly SpongeBob. I actually found a Bleach.
What the fuck? Who just ripped the condom? What are you doing? Are you
Me?
dying?
Yes.
Okay. You sound like you're in a gas chamber. Doesn't he sound like he's in a gas chamber right now?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Sil.
Oh, Sil, can you not just host photos, please? Because it will make me upgrade on Skype.
Eric, should do something, please.
You don't know how to host a photo?
I
Like
couldn't link
Imager
it.
or... What?
I couldn't link it. It's on my phone.
There we go.
Alright. When Pornhub removed the daily limit. Oh, that is so gross. Oh, God.
Hey, Quagmire, have you been working out? No.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, if you've been working. Nice one. Steel arms. Sorry, Sal, we're immature.
Like, who cares?
Oh, I'm itchy. Scratchy. Okay, so do you want to start it?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll start it with an obituary.
You started with an obituary, and everybody, we're not allowed to talk at all until spoken to.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
And we can't offend anyone. We can't talk about religion at all, so...
We can't talk about religion, and we're not allowed to. We have to all speak in order.
Right. Son and Sal, could you guys not talk about religion 45 minutes this time? Okay, thanks.
Was it 45? Shifu's included in that, I'll have
Yeah,
okay, just
that
don't
was
blame
that.
those two here.
You put off Future for almost an hour. Jesus Christ.
I'll have
We
you know it was 35
apologize.
minutes. It was 35 minutes. And we made him shout at us during the
I'm
podcast.
right, but he must say no, and that is now.
We apologized.
Excuse me, there's been a lot of shit happening recently, and it makes adults that have boring lives feel a bit passionate about it. So whenever it gets brought up in conversation, we jump on it, okay?
I know, but
Me and Sal no longer have the kind of little hormones that you guys have, so we need, whenever little things excite us, like politically, we go, yes! Sex!
You say
What?
you get sexually aroused by political. Whoa!
No!
Okay, son. We just learned something about you.
No, I said we don't
Right,
we don't
but-
have hormones anymore, so we
right.
no longer get aroused. So it's
You know,
like, We like to sit down with a little sherry and discuss politics, okay? By the fire.
Yeah, but it
like,
wasn't.
I really hope
It wasn't just the
that
politics that was the problem. It was the cutting me off while I was talking part.
Ah, come on, you just cut Sil off. We do it all the time to each other.
it's for
Anyway.
45 minutes.
Yeah, it got on a little long. Come on, leave me alone.
We apologize, Jesus Christ.
I know, Jesus fucking hell, Sil. It wasn't even you. What the fuck are you getting offended?
You're
He
all
just needs
fucking
you to get
stupid.
offended for
Hey.
him. Does he need you to get offended for him?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
you need my behalf, so whatever.
Sorry, what was that? I just literally got so whatever.
You
Shall
get a
we
fight.
begin
You
this
get on
fucking
my
podcast or what?
Oh, Jesus,
Right.
banter. Fucking hell. People watch us for a banter.
behalf, lads.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Right, well, we'll let the quiet ones go first today. Okay, Sil? Sal, Schiff?
Okay,
Okay, just in case,
Okay.
because
fine.
clearly we have short attention spans.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like,
Fine. I own up to my mistakes. I said sorry. I made him shout at me during the podcast, okay?
Go.
Shut your face.
Let's go.
Ishko, what are we doing? Are we in, what? Have we entered in Hebrew podcast?
No, I said let's go. Let's go.
Is it Ishko there? Right, okay, go.
Okay.
Offended person for everyone.
That's not Hebrew, sorry. Alright,
No, it sounded Hebrew, yeah.
we're recording?
We're recording, yeah.
Begin, what? Sorry. Before we begin the usual zany hijinks of the weekly podcast, I'm afraid we must take a somber moment to acknowledge the great loss the world has suffered this week. I'm sure you've all seen the graphic footage by now, but it bears describing nonetheless. On June 19th, in the year of our Lord 2003, our beloved Charisama was vanquished during a fierce battle with the dreaded Swaggy YH. The fatal loss, mere seconds, yet I am sure it must have felt like hours for Charisama
Oh my
and his
god, I can't hear this part. What?
It must have felt like hours for his Charisama and its faithful concubine, Sosuke Aizen. We
Thank
can only pray the saint of all killers himself claimed Charisama's life as a final honor, the true god among seats. Charisama is survived by its wife, the Iron Throne, its two children, Macho Man Randy Savage and Martha Stewart, and its longtime rival and best friend, Horse-sama. Any wishing
What
to
about
help
the
those
dildo
suffering
chair? Is
from
he
the
not
loss
related?
for the loss of their friend or family member can forward donations to Flat Lives Matter International, a charity started by the benevolent Charisama in an effort to bring awareness to the cruel oppression that millions of chairs, stools, and benches face every day of their lives. Amen.
And may his memory be a blessing.
80 people got run over last night, and Turkey just underwent a military coup, but doesn't mean shit for dick, because manga is love, manga is life.
Sorry, where
Rip
did this
Charisama.
obituary originate from? Because I didn't realize what the fuck was happening there. I literally thought you were talking about last night, like Bastille Day, and then I went, it's not
No, he was
June,
talking about
it's July.
Chair-sama.
I got
He was
that.
talking
I got
about
that in the
Chair-sama.
end.
Jesus fucking
It took me a
Christ.
second there to get to it. I didn't know it. It was just like, by the way, we're doing this. And I was like, oh, holy fuck, well, where's the podcast? So, okay.
As soon as
Did
Bill
you
said
write this
obituary,
out?
I just guessed.
Did you write this out? Did I miss
Yes.
this?
I didn't even know about this, but as soon as Zil said obituary, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be a memorial for Chair-sama.
Yeah, I said we should have a eulogy, but I didn't realize we were actually going to have a eulogy before the podcast
You didn't realize
started.
that Zil would actually be crazy enough to write it.
Yeah, that was totally. Oh shit. Okay, well, eulogy, obituary, whatever religious shit you want to talk about. Yeah, sorry. Okay, right. Man, there we go. Is that better? Or what is it for our Jewish friend here? What do you say instead of amen?
That's a Hebrew word. Amen is a Hebrew word.
Is it? Okay, I don't know.
It totally started in Hebrew.
I didn't know that. Sometimes Christians change things. I was going to say Mazel Tov.
It's Amen. Amen. It's totally a Hebrew word. Now, can we talk about Bleach?
Mazel Tov. What does Mazel Tov mean?
Good job.
Okay, Mazel Tov. Sil, Mazel Tov chair. We will remember you. Should we all get together and like release balloons into the sky for the chair?
Sure.
To the U.S., and you're like, I don't want to die from setting foot on U.S. soil, so, we won't do that.
And fuck's sake. Well, Saffron, I was in Nice.
Can I sing a song for our dearly departed Chair-sama?
Go ahead.
Oh no, go.
And
Jesus fucking Christ.
When you cry, I wipe away all of your tears. When you scream,
Are you singing My Immortal?
of course. What else is
Yeah.
in this?
Well, he was singing I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton. Martin. See, you thought I was going to
Same
say.
difference.
Well, I think you were
Same-
doing the Whitney Houston version there badly, but yeah.
I was I was doing the me version, the Shaz and briefcase version.
Oh God.
I hate you all.
Eisen's glasses are in the original chair.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing a comment on the subreddit that was like, it was like there was one guy was mourning Terasama, and the other guy was like, the whole Goku decided that Aizen no longer needed the chair.
He's absorbed the chair into his ass.
Yeah. Oh, Goku said, I no longer need the power of my chair.
It has literally
I'm
become a
at the new
dildo chair.
floor.
Chair-sama has become one with Aizen.
With his anal passage. Right. Okay, do we actually want to start then?
Yeah,
Who wrote that
sure.
Let's go.
obituary last? Who wrote
Let's
the
go.
obituary?
Oh, all right. So but if it matters anymore, I'm still.
So
45.
Of Shippy.
Very far away futures in Cuba today. And son. Oh, my friend's in Cuba. See, that's where she went for honeymoon. There you go. She's going out to see if you're a real Cuban. By the way, this is for chapter 682. Since nobody's mentioned it. What's the title?
It was like some word salad shit. It was like the. and like, what the. Jesus Christ.
The
So much-
End Two-Sided World, I think.
Yeah, so
Two-sided
world end.
world end.
Okay,
So much for like everyone be like, oh, we're gonna have like just like DSM, we're gonna have the end 23. It's just like no, every time it's a new kind of end. For last time it was like the world end is like the two-sided world end. Durga.
subtitled Requiem for Chair.
I guess what I don't understand is why did he go from the pinnacle of where he was at down to Soul Society? It kind of doesn't make much sense. Like, what purpose did that serve?
I have no idea. But not your turn, Sal. We're letting Future go first because we interrupted Future in 45 last week. We're not allowed to talk. We have to sit
I
in
don't
the
feel
corner.
bad about that. You the one that made that. You're the one that made that determination. Now we already daggone discussed it before you jumped back on that I was going.
Did I not tell you? I'm a moderate. So
Now,
I'm going
you're
to
a-
moderate this.
None of your actions, so that's not surprising.
I'm not a moderator anymore. I'm a moderate. I'm going to moderate you. Moderate. There we go. No, what we are. No, Future never gets to go first.
Son, you were giving me fits of rage right now.
Fits of rage. Now you cannot do your English composition nerdy stuff. My English composition and stuff. And you're going to start dreaming about committing terrorism, but not do it, so you're a good person.
Future, quick, cut her off.
Cut me off. By all means, please, because I'm one of them people that people need to be cut off. You know, kind of like, shut the fuck up.
What?
That is your... Where are you, Future? Are you literally in Cuba?
He's in Cuba and his microphone is in Florida.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he's very fucking far away.
He's yelling real loud.
I want to start singing about Scottish folk songs, you know, you're very far away.
Please.
Can you please come back? He's going away. I'm
Yeah,
going
sure.
away over
Is your
there.
mic busted?
No.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
now we can hear you.
I still can't hear him. What matters is what I hear, because I'm the one recording. Future?
You're a woman singing to hear or speak. So, it's alright.
Future?
Yes.
Come
He's
back.
there.
Right here.
Well then, can everyone like move their mics away so I can hear him? Because I'm actually hearing breathing louder than I'm hearing him. What mic are you using, Future?
Oh, I'm just using the mic on my computer.
Oh, it's built into the laptop?
Yeah, like. I think
Okay.
remember it was like the third time we did this. Like whenever I used headphones, it just wouldn't. Like you guys couldn't hear me or anything.
Yeah, I'm hearing you a lot better now, that's grand. Okay, if you want to start, go ahead.
Alright, so hang on, just let me bring the chapter up. One moment.
Please excuse me for this, but I can feel this coming on, hold on. Oh damn, I hate when that happens. It's like gonna fake burp me. Oh my god. hurting me now. Come on, burp or not burp? Flatulence. Story of my life.
Burp, no, do not burp. There is no try.
There is no literally, if you try to force it, you'll vomit. And then it's like, I can feel it kind of bubbling there. Sorry, future, I didn't interrupt. Not that, well, you were looking for something anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Carry on.
Alright,
You
so...
got your plan picture ready at disposal.
Alright, so... Started out with, Bach heading down to Soul Society. Of course, running into our Lord and Savior, Chair Sama. and his loyal servant, Eisen.
Concubine.
His concubine, I'm sorry.
Terminology
And
is
Chair Sama echoes his voice through Eisen, welcoming Bach to Chair Sama's Soul Society. And Bach gives a big toothy grin, knowing that he's now going to earn the opportunity to become Chair Sama's new concubine.
Oh, yes. I like that one, sorry.
So then we switch over to Uryu and Team Dad, and then Ryuken shows how bad his aim is because he badly misses Uryu when he tries to shoot an arrow at him. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just the face that just screams, "Shit, I missed."
Yeah.
It's a gift, actually.
So then, it's a whole Ryuken trying to make up for missing Uryu's head, trying to make up for it, saying like, "Oh yeah, that arrow's like a silver dagger, sort of thing. You gotta stab Bach in the heart with that, and then it'll disintegrate like he's a freaking werewolf or vampire or some shit."
At least I wasn't the only one that thought of that, yeah.
And then we switch over to Ichigo and Rengi running down the Yellow Brick Road or some shit, and then Rengi for once getting all sappy, saying like, "Oh, without you, I wouldn't have been able to reunite with Rukia," all while beating the crap out of Ichigo, because, that's apparently Rengi's way of saying, "We're such good friends, that's why I'm beating the shit out of you."
It sounds
Classic
like a very
showing.
abusive relationship.
Classic showing.
I'm hitting you, but I love you, really.
That's what Chad did too. When Ichigo was down after Ryu left Soul Society, he tried to throw him into a building. I was like, man up. It's just a common theme, I guess.
And then we get to the climax and most depressing part of this chapter. Chair Sama sacrifices his physical form and becomes one with Aizen.
Send to a higher plane.
He died so that we could all live on in his name.
He sacrificed himself to himself.
And so, Chair Sama, once again through Aizen, was like, "Bro, what are you doing here? Didn't you just lose to Ichigo?" And Bach's like, "Nah, bro, you're the one that lost to Ichigo." And then Aizen took out the burn heal. Chair Sama would have never taken that kind of affront.
Sorry.
And then, right when Bach was about to make sweet love to Chair Aizen Sama, Ichigo and Renki had to come in and crash the party.
Oh, it's a party.
They wanted in. They wanted to be part of the chair harem. The chairum, if you will.
Sarah, please, future, please.
God.
Still, you're not allowed to talk unless spoken to. I told you before. Yeah. Cherub.
So then Bach turns around and tells Ichigo, bruh, do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here. And then you see Ichigo, the freaking spent so much money on a dildo just to have it broken by Bach again. So, like,
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
and then Bach is surprised that he didn't break it completely, and he's like, this gonna get interesting. So that's it. And so,
All right.
Do you have an opinion on the chapter? Other than funny
R.I.P.
alternative?
R.I.P. Chair-sama. Nah, but for Rizzles though, like,
For whistles.
okay, aside from us losing the most important character in this whole series,
Second only to this briefcase.
and don't forget Horse-sama.
Oh god, the horse! How is the horse with a big penis? Have you seen a horse's penis? They ain't small.
Okay then.
Thanks for the info, son.
And that's a big fuck ass horse. It's not even a small horse, it's a big fucking horse. Justice for Cherim. Justice for Cherim. Thanks, Phil.
For Charambe.
Chirambe, what's that mean?
Do you not know who Harambe is?
Who?
He's the gorilla that got killed a couple months ago.
Who?
Oh my god, you suck.
What? Not in a while, I haven't sucked, but what?
Ruining my memes.
Okay. Okay, 45, do you want to go?
Yep. Okay, so a little bit more serious review. Nothing bad. Futures was great though. I mean, that's some good shit. But it is. Okay, so we get to Bach going to Soul Society, and he encounters Aizen. So now we might get the answer to the biggest question: who will win between these two beating the shit out of each other? Like, is Aizen gonna like say, "I already knew what you were gonna do," and then Bach say, "No, I knew what you were gonna do." It's just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It's all part of my plan, but this is all part of my plan. But my plan and my plan.
You're like, I knew you'd say that, and he'd be like, no, I knew you'd say that. No, I knew you'd say that.
No, because Aizen's one's always like, did you think I didn't know you would say that? That one, did you think? He's always like really kind of reverses back the
Since
question.
when were you under the impression that I knew you wouldn't say that?
Yeah.
When?
Now the only so we get to there, and one of the things that does make it a little interesting is, does Aizen, because he did fuck with Bach's perception of time. I'm wondering, since he did that, if he has a slight trace of his power left, and I'm wondering, can he fuck with Bach's almighty by making Bach, because Aizen can make you see and hear what he wants you to through illusion. Can he make Bach see a fake future? That's something I'm curious about. Can he make
I don't think he's powerful enough.
That is possible, but it's just a thought. Now, like, then we go, like you said, Udio is sitting there running up some stairs. His dad tries to shoot him in the knee. He misses because, why not? I have to do something different from future. But apparently, when you die from Aswatch thing, you get a fucking silver clot. And you can, like any Karen husband does, just tries to remove all of it from his wife's dead corpse and makes it into an arrow. All loving husbands do that. They're like, hey, honey, I know you're dead, but I'm going to cut you open and take all this silver out of you. I'm also use the rest of the silver to buy me a new house. Now, the other thing is so he forms into an arrowhead, tells Udio to shoot Bach with it. Now, if he dies that way, it's like all it took to kill him was shoot him in the heart with some silver. Holy fuck, you could have called any werewolf hunter in any other series, or that you just see Ichigo like Skullface. Say hello to my little friend, pulls out a fucking gun with a silver bull and just kills Bach with that.
Yeah.
Or you could go the leprechaun route. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah. So then we get to, I think the next part, is Ichigo and Renji running on a very fucked up bridge. I mean, really fucked up bridge. Like, damn. And then Ichigo, of course, going back to doing his typical thing. I'm like, come on. Quit getting so sappy. So Renji's like typical show and response, punches you in the face. Because that is like a typical showing thing. Like, instead of talking to you rationally, I shall deck you in the face. It's like, because of you, Ichigo, me and Ruki grew closer. She finally let me try anal. Now, other than that,
Seems legit.
Alright.
so now after that, she's like, he tells Ichigo so after that, he tells Ichigo he'll always have his back. So then we
First
go,
front.
yeah, or his front. So then they go to
Shiffy, you're kind of blowing. Give it a second, 45. Shiffy? Jew? Shiff! Shiff, you're kind of blowing whatever you've got a fan on there. Shiff? Shiff? Is anyone else hearing me here?
yes.
Shiff? Okay, well, stop now. Continue, 45. Sorry, but it was really loud there, and I didn't want people
Yeah,
to
that's
miss what
fine.
you were saying.
Okay, so then we go back to Aizen and Bach, who throw some sick burns at each other about who Ichigo kicked his ass harder.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bach just gets tired of Aizen's shit and summons up the power of Horse Sama to kill Chair Sama because, he's just a dick. Then Aizen's all like, "Ooh, I can finally stretch my legs after only 17 months or something, 18." And then Aizen, of course, doing this whole typical only I can sit there and rule over everything, because Aizen still knows Zanpakuto, still bonded up like a freaking SMM freak, and he's still talking about how he's going to kick everyone's ass and become the new god.
But he has an eye patch. It makes him cool.
Yeah, I guess it does. And then so Ichigo and Renji come barreling through the portal because that always works. Like jumping out against a guy who's all seeing, that's going to work. Like he's not going to foresee that one coming. It's like he saw everything else, but he totally won't see two guys jumping out of the portal going, "What's up, motherfucker?" And then their swords down on him. And of course, he tries to break Ichigo's Bankai again. And I was going to say at first, I was like, "Oh, come on, man, again." And then it cracks just a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, I see you got some fortune, Ichigo." I'm like, "What is he, a fortune cookie now?" I mean, but so overall, not too bad of a chapter. I did like the little bit of dialogue between Aizen and Bach, especially the burn session between them was hilarious. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
and you got beaten by Ichigo? No, you're the one who got beaten by Ichigo. I'm like, you both got beaten by Ichigo. Ichigo just like get a new power up and just beat both of them to death. I'm like, there you go. And then Renji and Ichigo, it's kind of cool seeing that Renji is. I do like it when they do form bonds between characters like that, but that typical show and response, man, is just fucking hilarious. It is. Oh, my friend is a little depressed. How can I help him get through his head? Punch to the face. That's how you do it. I'm like, yeah, because if we're in real life, like, if someone was having your friend was having like a midlife crisis or something, you just deck them in the face with brass knuckles.
You only do that if they're like panicking or something. You're just like, get yourself together.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, other than that, it was a pretty good chapter. I am curious if that arrowhead. I do hope. I was going to say this. Now I remember another part I was going to add, and then Sal, someone else can go. I really hope. I was kind of disappointed with Yuki and Ishin if that's all they're going to do. I don't believe that the series is going to end like in 2 more weeks, but I do think it's going to end in August. Now that we got that thing from the I guess Jump podcast saying that Bleach has got less than 10 weeks or some shit. So if that's true, I think it's going to end in August, sometime in August, because it does feel like it's getting wrapped up. Because I was hoping Ishin and Ryuki would do something, but now they're like, "Oh, we just came to deliver this arrowhead," and I'm like, "Really? You didn't come to do any fight, and you're just like, here's your arrowhead." So hopefully, I don't know. I really don't know. So it's a pretty good chapter. Looking forward to next week, and that's all I have to say. So go ahead, Sal.
Wait a second. Nobody talk a second. Hold on. Yep, go ahead.
Well, everybody covered the main concept of what happened. I'll just get to like the daggone point. I neither hated nor liked the chapter. I was kind of like okay. I was kind of like surprised by it because all of that only for Ichigo's Bankai to be, I don't know, maybe not as broken as last time, but broke nonetheless.
Mhm.
My guess is even if he could use that thing, it probably is going to shatter in a hit or two. So, and what's to stop him from like just oh, I'll just do it again type situation. But yeah, the whole thing, Bach breaks Aizen's chair. Aizen's out of the chair now, still talking a whole lot of shit, and it confirms some things I think we kind of knew about Aizen all along, that self-awareness is something he's totally lacking. He really doesn't. I mean, you would think after he was beaten and brought low, that maybe there was some humbleness there, or some realization that you're not as powerful or as capable as you think you are, and it's just like, nope. Even in the face of
Fairies.
absolute devastation possibly coming his way, he's still defiant. For a pop culture reference, it is like when Voldemort came face to face with Gellert Grindelwald, and Grindelwald was like, "I'm not telling you shit." And he's just like, "Okay, you don't have a wand or nothing, and you're talking all this shit." And for all of Aizen's
Chef.
capabilities,
Sorry.
Who's the music?
No, that was me. Sorry.
Turn it down.
It was not intentional.
Okay, so carry on, Sal. Right.
for all of Aizen's capabilities, one thing actually that was made clear that he kind of alluded to way back when he was having that conversation with Yorhar after he had gotten defeated was he basically outright gave us his reasons for why he did what he did, the manipulation, lies, and betrayal, and murder, and everything like that for over 110 years. All that planning was also he wouldn't have somebody ruling over him. And I mean, he must take this really seriously, because he was willing to do all this to daggone unseat the Soul King, who had no real interest in ruling anything. He literally was doing nothing. It's like, and Isaac wouldn't have none of it. You sitting there on your damn chair. I'm gonna sit on the chair. I'm the only one that sit in chairs. So he was kind of, I guess, mad at the Soul King, who interestingly didn't have a chair. But Aizen did point out all the way in the Soul Society arc at the end that no one sits. No one sits up there, and he'll be the one sitting, as he has been for the past 18 months. So
First time, but affected from the Soul King is LinkedIn and went to Aizen.
Apparently. Yeah, so I mean, we have an effective reasoning point. Obvious. I mean, it was kind of alluded to, but it's made very plainly clear here that that's Aizen's reasoning, and
wants the chair.
And not the sappy, pointless, daggone ramblings of Ichigo at the end of his fight, where he wanted somebody, he was strong to shut the fuck up, Ichigo.
Ichigo suddenly fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like I understand what his soul, because we cross swords together. Like, you don't know not a damn thing. You barely know this guy. Like, you've had like what 2-3 conversations at most.
Just because
now you're going to sit there and he's going to sit there and psychoanalyze him like he's Dr. Phil. So we have that.
They had a connection. And then stayed with him his whole life.
Here's the thing. Much like like Zill was very, very happy to see the absolute troll move of Ichigo getting his Bankai broken. I would totally just overlook how we are missing so many daggone freaking Zanpakuto releases in this story arc if in the ultimate of troll moves Bach just one-shots Aizen and Aizen's just dead. Just nothing is left but a smoldering pile of ashes. Or not even that. No, just smoke. He is totally obliterated, just fucking up the entire mentality of the Bleach fan base's concept of immortality and all that shit about Aizen being so powerful. I mean, Aizen don't even get to do nothing. He says one word out, and then all you're seeing is Dag on his head with the rest of his body just gone.
But then he'll say to Ichigo, "Say my name, and I'll come back."
And then, no, but then he'll say, "Well, I planned all of this." Okay.
Or Haru will say, "This is planned."
This is fun.
This was all planned. You fell into my trap, Bach. You fell into my trap.
You actually,
But yeah, that whole thing. I mean, I would love to see that, and I've seen people's point of view on this, like, oh, I think my prediction is what's going to happen is, it's going to be Ichigo and
Aizen.
Aizen, and Aizen's going to help Ichigo. Like, why would he do that?
It's because he doesn't want to be controlled. Bach wants the chair. Bach wants the chair.
I believe somebody said, oh, he's gonna help. He's gonna somehow, he's gonna use his power to fix Ichigo's, Zanpakuto. I'm like, okay, so he's a blacksmith now, like. Well, he's gonna take out an anvil and a hammer and like, can you hold on 1 second while I fix this guy's daggone Zanpakuto? Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, how does he have that power?
No, before that, so the thing that Aizen is going to overlook the fact that he'd be helping someone who whooped his ass, manhandled him, and then got him sealed away 2 years ago, and made him lose all his power. He's going to overlook that, because Aizen forgives.
What's more importantly...
I know, we didn't see how angry he was at that
this
fact.
Back and forth banter between Bach and Aizen about, who's, got the ass kicked, but the only person that actually got their ass kicked by Ichigo was Aizen. Like, Bach has yet to lose against him.
You know where it is?
You know what you want, but you're the one who got his ass whooped, so you should know.
Every interaction he has had with Ichigo, he sent Ichigo packing. Like, I don't...
Am I the only one who wants to see Mayuri's reaction to the chair being broke?
Literally, this has got to be... third, or is it like the third time Ichigo has come, or fourth time Ichigo's come face to face with Bach and gotten his, probably will get his ass handed to him. Like,
oh yeah, the first time it was, when he was like, "Oh, you don't know your history." Then the second time,
he got his Zanpakuto
knocked him off.
In half.
Yeah, and then
hash wall.
Yeah, and then he got knocked off the
He
Soul
got knocked
Palace.
off the thing, and then a couple of minutes ago.
And then a couple of minutes ago, now he's back. So yeah, it's like, oh, it's gonna be so different. It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different this time. with no plan and barely any powers. It's gonna be different this time. Okay, what is it they say? That the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over, trying to get a different result. Yeah, Ichigo's crazy.
I mean, say what you want about Kubo. At the very least, he's portraying the idea of the main protagonist with power but not logic, going against a literal god, somewhat realistically, because Ichigo just keeps getting put down over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, the way he's going, gonna end up not having feet or some other crazy shit. Box like, yeah, I just took your feet off in the future.
No, he's not. He's gonna no. He's offended by the gingers, and he's gonna get rid of the ginger hair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the way this is going, by the time Box done fucking him up in the future, Ichi's gonna be like half a turtle or something. walking around looking like some deformed mutant, like, and Renji's gonna be sitting there like, what the fuck?
Oh, he's going to turn him into Black Man.
Like, this is like, oh god. But yeah. So this was like, it's one of these things where it's just like, okay, everybody, with all their logic, have pretty much said the same thing. They really just don't know where this story is going, because I don't know that I can't recall. I mean, maybe some of you can. I can't recall shonen manga that I've read where it was just this bad at the end. Like, like, at least there would always be some type of hope. Like, I mean, this guy, like, literally is having no options. Like, I feel like next chapter, he's gonna manipulate the future. Yeah, like I feel like next chapter, Bach is gonna manipulate the future, and Ichigo's gonna be trying to hit him with a pogo stick or something, because he won't have a Zanpakuto. He's like, oh, I switched it in the future. Like,
Then Isaac's got,
okay,
like,
That makes perfect sense. What are you talking about?
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I didn't
like,
perceive.
he's gonna, but I just really don't know exactly what Aizen's purpose is in this role right now.
But he manipulates
I don't,
reality, Sal. He manipulates reality.
yeah, because I don't. This is okay. Yeah, I think we should address that. I don't even have the daggone link for the thing anymore. But I was on internet randomly, and I found a link to one of those what happened in fanon type thing pages or whatever, and I was kind of surprised that somebody had actually put up like, amazing review for this past chapter, talking about how it came out early and everything like that. But the person writing it obviously is familiar with Bleach, but not that familiar, because apparently he thinks Aizen's ability is to manipulate reality. I'm pretty sure I think we all would have begged him a bit of. He can manipulate your perception of reality, but not reality itself. It's a very big distinction.
I'm the king.
So I think that probably should be addressed. But yeah. And then the whole thing with Ryukin and Ishin. That, okay, you got an explanation for what Ryukin was doing, and what this, I guess, silver bullet
I didn't
concept.
honestly know why we needed an explanation of why a doctor was cutting up a dead person. I didn't need a reason for that.
Why he did it for so damn long.
Why he did it for so long? Because he was trying to extract this metal as the ultimate form of, vengeance for his departed wife. The silver bullet concept, I mean, I've seen it done before. A weapon to bring down the enemy that is also a product of the enemy's, own power or actions or whatever have you. It's a old concept. Appreciate the nod to that from Kubo, because that's something typical of a lot of writing. But I just don't understand exactly what. I mean, I guess Yuryu's supposed to, appear out of nowhere and just shoot him in the face or something with it, or him and Ichigo supposed to like, for our moms, and like hit him at the same time, or whatever. But this actually also goes back into what I've been saying for the past couple of chapters about this race to the finish. Past week was, I'm sucking up your power, Ichigo. Ash Wallin, Gerard, you're dead. Hashwolf, you're dead. Like, okay. And then, it can't be ending already. What about Eyes, and what about the Fullbringers? What about the fathers? Okay, Fullbringer showed up. Here, found a way to fix your Zanpakuto for like 5 seconds. And now we're completely useless to the story. And then, what about Eisen? Eisen's out the chair. And then, the fathers, we came all this damn way. to give you this one thing, and now our whole role in the storyline is irrelevant. Like, it is like a literal sprint to the finish. Like, more and more, I'm saying like 700 or maybe a little bit past that, but still, this is kind of like real. You know, real missed opportunities in this arc in general, and especially with how they've handled these past couple of chapters. But I mean, I guess, maybe Kubo's under the gun or whatever have you and stuff like that. But I just feel like, like I said previously, it's missed opportunities. This entire chapter, I've kind of felt this way, and I know a lot of the fan base have had their issues with it, probably because and I know a lot of them, majority of them, couldn't articulate it in any meaningful way, and I guess because they kind of felt like the writing is on the wall kind of situation, like they weren't going to get something good out of the story. And I guess in a lot of ways you can kind of feel justified by that from some of these things. Not to say that there weren't good parts in the arc, but just a lot of missed opportunities. And yeah, this is all but confirmed for me. Just like I said, with everything that's happened in the past couple of chapters, exactly what they're doing, what's being done here. So, and then, if it's true that it'll only be for a couple more weeks and stuff like that, then, hopefully somewhere in there, if Kubo's listening, or, or if he listens, or if he listens when I speak to him in his dreams, he heard my pleas about him doing a prequel story of Bleach, even if it's only like 40 or 60 chapters, where he goes into the formation of the Go-To 13. I think that could clear up a lot of stuff as far as backstory is concerned. But that's my dream. That's my hope for it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I was correct in assuming that this was very rushed in the past couple of chapters, and it's just like a race to the finish at this point. So yeah, that's all.
Groovy. Okay. I thought someone was going to interject there. Any who wants Sil, Shiv, whichever one of you want to go next?
Zill, you want to go? Go.
Sure. All right. So, reading the first couple pages was interesting because you know how Stream usually has like a couple pages of fan art after their disclaimer at the beginning. So, if you want to go to page, gotta go to page 5. So when I read it, I guess I got there too early because they hadn't put any fan art. So I went to page 4 after page 1, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I went back to page 2. I'm like, "Oh, Aizen." I thought at first that Bach was speaking to Lie. Like he saw at the flamingo. He's like, "Oh man, you're in a pitiful state." But whatever. They use it in his Soul Society, and yeah. The Ryukin Ishin thing, I don't know about Ryukin, but I really don't think Ishin came with Ryukin just to watch him give an arrow to his son.
Moral support.
And or
Go, Ryukin, you can do it!
The silver arrow to finally rid himself of the demon that is Uryu Ishida, or whatever. But I'm pretty sure Ishin has some other role that involves.
Wait a minute. I would point out, what other role would that be, considering that
I don't know. I just
stole away just to get up there, and none of the main characters is there right now.
No, they're all back to fucking Soul Society.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't think Ryuko was going to give his son an arrowhead. So for all I know, Ishin's there to describe how his Bankai is explicitly not a fire type.
And then to explain why nobody can speak proper English
17
composition.
pages of how his Shikai and Bankai work and how they are all energy types.
And give us some English composition to not feel it.
Yeah, and the title is had to be "Fuck You," and then "Fuck You English." But anyway, for the Ichigo and Renji thing, Renji beating the shit out of Ichigo was pretty funny. But I did like the thing of, I got your back because you helped me get with Rukia. I mean, that's definitely a Renji thing, even though he's like, I don't want to sound like such a gay fag, so don't ever make me say that again. But, and then, of course, the untimely passing of Cherisama left me so deeply distraught that I had to sit there for 24 hours weeping and, skipping work and wiki in order to convey my grief. Then I about how this could be on a spiritual level and maybe convert to Buddhism. But
Shift, you're covering your mic. You're very far away.
Aizen's out of the chair.
There we go.
All bets are off.
Okay.
And Bach gives him the absolutely blistering burn that is pointing out his defeat at the hands of Ichigo when Aizen tries to, troll him with, Ichigo's trying to give you some trouble and
You
shit.
got defeated by a 15-year-old boy.
Savagery. And, they're trying to square up, and then Ichigo and Renji attack Bach. I can only assume that Renji was going to unleash a Shakaho from his other hand before that flag got interrupted. And so Bach pushes him back. The totally expected instance of Ichigo's Bankai cracking, not breaking, but cracking happens, and this is interesting.
Piece of cheap shit.
Oh, I got secondhand from China. Honestly.
Oh my god, this shit better have
Why?
warranty.
Why he was blinded by the light? Oetsu Dagon said, "I'm just gonna give him this piece of shit I picked up at Dagon fucking Disney World."
It's cosplay. It's a prop.
Shit is made of cardboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the plastic lightsaber from Episode 8 of Star Wars that's coming out in a couple of years that I got my hands on because I know someone at Disney. It's gonna be Kylo Ren's next lightsaber, but you haven't.
Ichigo releases Bankai, and freaking lo and behold, he's holding the sword from Minecraft.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Zil. Sorry.
Here, you get the Keyblade. Black Bach in the head with pow pow. You're dead. Can't defeat the power of friendship and light. But yeah. So and it's interesting because and there's also a theory that I saw that I want to bring up here. So this is interesting for two possible reasons. One is that somehow Ichigo, whatever Bach was trying to do Almighty, which was destroy his Bankai completely instead of cutting it in half, it didn't take all the way for some reason. And for a reason that may be, I don't know, but if this is really Ichigo, then that might be, this might be, some way to overcome it. But the theory, and you have to bear with me on this because I don't know if to believe it or to have faith in it or not, but theory is that Ichigo and Renji aren't actually there, and that Bach is fighting an illusion created by Aizen.
Oh yeah, I thought damn, okay, you ran that for me. Because I was gonna say that, Carol.
Which is why, one, Ichigo and Renji haven't talked. Two, Renji's Shikai is magically okay again, even though Bach tore it to pieces, literally 2 chapters ago, and it takes longer than that to reform a Shikai. And, and three...
Not a Tsukishima's there with you.
Well, that's not the fucking same. So, I guess Orihime could have fixed it. Whatever. Anyway. And three, why, Bach didn't, Bach tried to destroy something that wasn't there, and so Aizen was like, oh, well, it's only cracked just to troll him. And if that's the case, and next chapter ends with them, with Ichigo and Renji shattering after Bach probably defeats them, and Aizen's like, Keikaku achieved, and then Urahara, pops out of his hat, I think that would be an effective turnaround. Because the question would be, how exactly would Ichigo and Renji have gone down a Soul Society so quickly? Wouldn't really.
Well, there was a portal, and
But yeah, but they had
I
some
mean-
moves, and Ichigo was like, I'm so tired, and I needed to bridle carry him and shit.
well,
so
I mean, I would back that theory if only if at the final result of that being played on Bach, the ultimate daggone thing happens where he's so daggone pissed off that anyone who would have the audacity to try to trick him and his almighty power and stuff like that he disintegrates Isaac.
Just everything has to end with Aizen.
and then the last panel would be Urahara smiling, according just planned, upside down frown.
The only way this series could end happily is if all the built-in trolls are dead. So
Yeah.
Aizen has to go, Bach has to go.
Right. Too.
Kubo has to go.
Well, he's ending the series, so
Yeah, no, guys,
Kugo needs to go back to hell.
the tragic death that finally motivates Ichigo to go Super Saiyan 4 is Kon dying. Kon gets his little head ripped off, and then the pill gets blown up by a nuke. And then Ichigo's like, no! And then he spends 5 chapters powering up the Spirit Bomb.
Are you trying to say that? Are you trying to say that Ichigo isn't going to be upset when he finds out what happened to Chair-sama?
No.
The problem is, he never sat on Chair-sama or made sweet love to him, so he doesn't know him the same way Aizen does. It has to be someone.
He hasn't used Chair-sama as a toilet yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh God, he's been tied to that chair. Where has he been shitting?
No,
in the chair.
No,
It's also a toilet.
Son, what?
Chair-sama accepts all offerings.
It's not just a chair; it's a toilet.
It's a toilet. It's a cum wrap.
Son, why do you think he's been eating? He's immortal.
Yeah, but he shits.
But he doesn't have to if he doesn't eat anything.
What
He's
makes you
been
think?
alone in Mukin for God knows how long. Aside
But
from
you're sitting there and
This opens
you know,
a whole other line of questioning. Like,
Okay,
the elves in Lord of the Rings are immortal too. Does that mean that they don't go to bathroom?
Hey, here's the thing, son. Since when were you under the impression that Aizen shits?
everyone or under the impression. Sorry.
well, why would he need to eat and thus shit if he was immortal?
Well,
Yes,
technically, we're always
all-
eating our own skin cells, so we're always eating.
All of Aizen's shit comes out of his mouth when he talks. So.
And what about all the spiders he eats when he sleeps? They gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Aizen's bodies are probably white originally. Then he talked a bunch, and then that's why it looks like he always does today. Bondage.
Bondage.
Black.
Constipated.
He's got those rancid black shits.
There you go, son. Ever since he sat in that chair, he's been constipated. That's why.
Okay. Can I go now, or are we good?
Let's go for it. We're done talking about talk for.
All right. After this heartfelt reunion between Aizen and Bach. Excuse me. Have to do it. I used to be a Quincy like you. Then I took an arrow to the shit I missed.
Yeah.
Anyway, Skyrim reference done. Okay. So, I don't really have much to say except, nice character development, Kubo, for Renji. Nice fucking character development. Anyway, I don't really have much to say. Though, how dare Aizen disrespect the chair by saying you have my eternal gratitude for ridding me of that infernal chair.
Oh.
Aizen just does not know how to respect the one object that has been with him through thick and thin.
No, Shiv, I think he's just in the second stage of grief.
That too. That's possible.
And to think Mayuri trusted him with his daughter, the chair.
That was his second living being.
His other daughter, his second one after Nemu.
Or maybe Chair Sama is actually Nemu's mom. Oops, you never
This
know.
one walks around and talks, and I abuse her, and this one just sits there.
Yes.
This one's a piece of furniture.
I like the horse Sama memes, or the chair Sama memes didn't start until for 5 turns after it appeared, until Aizen tried to destroy with his Rasu. He's like, oh, it didn't work. And then Mayuri's like, well, fuck you, that's why. And then everyone's like, Chair Sama is love, Chair Sama is life. It's pretty great.
All I know is that, if if Yorahara had made that chair, it wouldn't have broke.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, Miyori. You'll never be as good as him.
Chair, it would have activated 5.
Did you notice that both of Dago Miyori's greatest creations have been destroyed this arc?
Ouch. Anyway, so all I really have to... I don't know a whole lot to say, except nice motives, Aizen. You don't want to save the world, you just want to not be controlled. That's beautiful. That's freaking beautiful. And the only way I really think the series is actually going to end... It's absolutely going to end like this. Giriko is going to show up out of nowhere. Bach and Giriko are going to clash. And then the entire... Yes, you already read this one, so... But I need to say it for the people.
I'm sure first Giriko will grow to the size of Gerard.
Giriko will show up. Bach and Giriko will clash. Then some weird-ass combination clash between the Almighty and Time Tells No Lies will cause all of Bleach to be reset, and we'll have another 682 chapters going exactly the same as they did already for another 15 years.
Oh, God. Even I wouldn't want that.
And then we get to see a battle between Ichigo and Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Yep, totally.
Kirito.
Where Kirito will win because he's obviously a better swordsman than Ichigo. So.
Oh, shots fired.
So yeah, that's about all I got, son.
Then we're gonna see a flashback.
No, son, do you have something?
Versus her sister, the chair.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I don't really do it. I just kind of interject midway through so people are kind of aware of my opinion.
God damn it, son.
Sorry, I just interrupt people.
No, she's right, that's all she does.
Oh. He's got a chair. Sorry, I have JR in my head going, he's got the chair. Oh, smack in the face. Okay.
I wonder if the chair was the original lieutenant of the 12th Division.
As a Soul King is my witness, he has been vaporized.
It's like Nemu took over her sister's duties.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you put your ass in. This chair is the best. Oh my god, I had something in my head that I just really wanted to
Anyway,
query.
all I gotta say now is I really do hope Ichin actually does something. Because if he was just there for moral support, fucking hell.
Oh yeah, I have this query, right? In, the Soul Palace, didn't Bach go all, was it you still that said he was like, oh, I have destroyed your Bankai in all subsequent futures? Or something like that? Like, I've changed the future...
Basically said that, it's always been broken, so it can't be fixed. And then Tsukishima was like, well, it was actually whole in the past now, so it can be restored to that state.
Yeah, so it was Bach that said that originally before Shikishima showed up. Okay. Because what I'm wondering about is why would he then go, oh, I knew you were going to reform it after telling you that it's always been broken. And it's like, what? You're confusing me now. Like, are you? It's just it just feels at this moment that. Do you ever see that joke? Like people go like, "I'm a ninja," and it's like, what? And it's like, did you see me do that? No, then see. It kind of feels like that. Like I could do that, but I just don't wanna. And it's like, it just annoys me. Sorry, it's just pointless. It's like, why are you saying that shit when you just said something else 2 seconds ago?
Hold on.
So I guess we're supposed to believe that he replaces the current version with the future version that he's manipulated.
But then he knows he's going to get it anyway, so it's like, even though he's telling them, haha, you can't do this.
But the biggest problem that I have with this is that if that's true, then the current arc doesn't make any... the current chapter doesn't make any sense, because if in the future if in the future Bach always breaks his Zanpakuto and stuff like that, so therefore in the future, whatever future that's always broken, then how is it in this future it's not really so much broken as is damaged?
But how
And
did
then
he know he was going to do it?
he's just like, okay, like, are your powers waning already?
Yeah, it must be but it's just that he's talking so
Okay.
much shit. It's just like we can see you didn't shatter it. You said shatter, and it didn't fucking shatter. So
Shatter Zangetsu.
that's
The
like
real
you're going up and
Zangetsu.
showing up, and going, I have a big penis. It's like I can't even fucking see it.
Is it possible for the scenario to be an old but used one previously before, not in this series, but for something to be so powerful that it can't be contained in that way, which would actually justify why this Soul King was the way he was, because he's too overpowered, so that it's just too much. You know, they had to put seals on him. They had to daggone remove certain aspects of his body and shit like that, because it was just way too much for one vessel to hold even a being like him. So then the question would be, what makes Bach think that he can handle it? And if that's the case, it would kind of justify the power kind of like turning on him, or being beyond his control, or not working
Not
correctly.
working. Just
I
not
guess.
working. That's just what it is. It's not working. Can
Well,
I?
obviously something's wrong. It's not going the way he.
Yeah, because it just feels like he's talking shit at this point. It's like, oh, come on. At least whenever, when Eisen was doing it, and he was going, oh, look at I broke that mountain. We didn't know that it wasn't
So
him.
we should have wait for Eisen to be like, hey, that's my line.
But at least when he was doing it, he goes
I'm
like,
the one that talks shit and confuses people. You can't just make up stuff and act like you're unbeatable. That's what I do.
I'm the one with the chair. But no, but seriously, at least whenever he said, look at me, I destroyed that mountain, we didn't know any different until Ichigo went, well, actually, that was me. Kind of thing. But
Well,
here,
that's
it's
because
like,
Aizen's
oh, look, I knew this
overconfident.
was going to happen. I know, but at least we believed it. Whenever he's going, your Bankai's going to shatter again. And it's just sitting there like with a crack. And it's like, you really? Did you even shatter it the first time? I don't remember. But it's kind of like weird. Ugh, oh, stupid. I just thought he was talking a load of shite, and he's just talking a load of shite, and yeah. And I'm hoping that Ishin is there for anything other than cheerleading, because yeah, I'm just hoping for that one. No, no, is that bad? Oh, can I actually comment on this one? Someone has just posted in Sil's blog, is Rangiku still relevant in this arc? I mean, where the hell is she? She was mentioned in the spoiler, right?
No. We are not going to daggone introduce another daggone character who daggone somehow Kubo has to daggone write in only to daggone make them irrelevant again. And then we see Rangiku like for a second in like a panel off to the side, like, I'm still here. And then we're like, okay.
Boobies! Booby buckets!
Boobies! And then, she disappears again, because, like, we're not doing that.
But that's a...
Bach's one weakness is that he can't do booby buckets.
You can't do it at all. It's like, when we under the
That
impression...
was going to be his weakness. Look at them titties.
Well, here, can I also comment? I have to comment on this one. I wanted to kick this guy in the face. Not going to mention any names, so no mention of names, but, hold on. I'll just pause the recording a second. So I paused the recording. So, can I say this? Because this fucking annoys me. Oh my god, now, we all remember how the final villain of Naruto was defeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the awesome ability that was used to distract the final all-powerful being?
Oh yeah,
Sexy
Sexy
jutsu.
the best moment in that entire, hands down.
Yeah,
You're being sarcastic, right?
yeah, we're being
I was about to say, I'm like, that shit sounds stupid.
sexy. oh, how am I going to defeat this straight woman with children? Show her titties. But and
Men.
men, what was it? Men that she showed?
Yeah, he turned into guys.
Oh, they turned to guys. Sorry, I can't remember. I literally blanked it
Why
out.
would this all-powerful daggone woman even care about that?
Still a red-blooded woman.
I
Fucking
guess.
idiot.
I don't know.
I
She's
guess.
been, I don't know. She's been dead for thousands of years. Maybe she's got like a little bit horny on it. I don't know. I would have assumed her sex drive would have been dead with her, but apparently not. But
ended up marrying her abuser. I don't know reasons.
But this here is literally what someone wrote. Even if Kubo, tried to outlast Naruto, I doubt it'd improve the story quality in the slightest. This is on our wiki, by the way, our wiki.
Yeah, I know.
There's a difference between being a long runner and a good series, aka Naruto, and just hanging around because no one is willing to pull the life support from you, Bleach. That is literally what he wrote. And I just went, what? I'm going to kick someone in the face. And it's like, come on, seriously, there has been plenty to complain about in Naruto's final arc. There's been plenty to complain about in Bleach's final arc. At the end of the day, there is no series that does not go for this amount of time and fall in quality at some point. It does happen. And the end. So it's just, but this is on our wiki. Like, if you really hate Bleach, then fuck off. You're going to Bleach Wiki. Serious?
Well, they have to have somewhere to complain. I know that's the reason why they don't have a Microsoft store.
Oh, it's just so stupid. It's like me going, I don't go to Naruto Wiki and go, oh, I love Bleach.
Well, the thing is, it's like, okay, like I've said, I hate Naruto. You know that. I don't, when I go, how many times I went to
Believe
Naruto?
it.
You know how many times I go to Narutopedia and write a blog? 0. You know how many times Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. I don't, because they don't
I show you how much I hate your series by defying to even go on the forum and talk about it. That's some extreme hate.
Well, it's because no one wants to hear that bullshit. I mean, you don't. You don't.
No, I mean, look, it's like this. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But the thing is, you don't need to go someplace where people who do like it or whatever, and they're gonna constantly tell them about how much it fucking sucks. I mean, trust me, we all gonna have read the daggone series. We know that there are things that are wrong and that things that we don't like and things that suck and so forth and so on. We don't need to be reminded by daggone people as if we don't already fucking know. I'm not daggone child and shit like that. I can daggone freaking visualize and stuff like that. I mean, I think we all here have, read our share of manga. We've read our share of comic books. We've read our share of actual, books, literature and stuff like that. So I think we have formed an understanding of what's good and what's daggone bad, and how writing is, progressive, and who's a good writer and who's a legend of great and who's daggone a shit writer. Like, I think, I mean, it's not like we're like 12 years old or 14 or some like young ass kid who doesn't know any daggone better. I mean, shit, I think we've all been in an English classroom where we've, read, Shakespeare or Macbeth or, Shakespeare, or, went to a philosophy class where we,
learned about philosophy types on podcasts.
Yeah, pretty much. Where we learned about like Descartes and all these other characters. I mean, these guys and everything like that. So I mean, and Conti and everything. Like, this is not something. I mean, there might be new to some of the people. I can't speak for everybody else outside of this podcast, but I don't think that a majority of the people that come on there is the demographic that I guess Bleach targets. But I think it's like kind of ridiculous for you to come on there and just bitch and moan and complain.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how much this one is better. Sorry for the go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, Sal's 100% right. We're not, we can see the faults in the old series. We're not kids. Hell, I don't think there's a single one of us. Oh, wait, Zill's still not in his 20s. But I was going to say almost every single one of us is at least bare minimum over 20. I mean, it's like, come on.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about. We've seen this stuff, and we're not trying to, we know it all, but at the same time, we're not ignorant to it either. You know, like we can see what's going on, and you keep bringing it up like we don't. And that's one of the things. I don't know how many people stupidly sit there and go like, "You guys is blind logic for the series." Blind logic, bitch. Where have you not watched a single one of our podcasts at
They
all?
haven't. They
I
haven't
mean,
watched the podcast. They haven't daggone read any of the actual articles. That's why half the time when motherfuckers answer stupid ass questions and stuff like that that's already been answered in the series that we have documented in the articles and stuff like that, then we have to explain some shit like how does a Jean Pac toe work, or why is it this, or
And overcome our self-embarrassment.
or what was the daggone person who wrote just recently that I had to step in and say something.
It was
That
on.
was-
I was looking at it just recently. It was the origin of Asuchi,
Oh God, did you step? Oh God.
and he.
Yeah,
Did you get
if
soul
you-
punch happy?
in a way, because the person in question says, first of all, they started with it's been proven, and then they just immediately went off the rails after that.
Yeah.
So I said it's proven. I said okay, well, and I don't even remember what I said after that. I all I know is I just really was frustrated by that, so I had to freaking respond to it.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I mean, and that is one of the other things that irritates me is not just people not paying attention.
Selective.
Yeah, very selective because, like I said, all of us, including like just use an example, me and Zill, who do enjoy the song quite a bit, do notice the faults in the series. Do notice like there's some things that's disappointing. I have said in some things like I am disappointed about what's happened in this arc on certain things. So it's like, or it feels rushed, and I'm even saying that like right now. So it's like we're not saying, "Oh, this is the greatest. This is perfect. This is a great series." And when Sun, like what she just read, when that guy said that, I'm like, if you really think that Naruto was not on life support at any given point, you're a fucking jackass.
Didn't
And you don't have no right to go anywhere else and tell somebody that they shit is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's
didn't
like,
he say? Didn't he admit he didn't know how to kill Madara, so he created her?
Yeah. It's like, well, here's this new villain, and she'll come into play for 20 chapters, do nothing, and then Madara will die.
yeah,
Alright.
and it's,
No. She'll have a hardener for some men, sexy
Yeah,
jutsu style.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like if you didn't think this series is like a brain dead shit, and now the writer's such an asshole idiot that he's trying to milk it even further by doing a story about his son, who's nothing but a copycat of him when he was young. I'm like, you basically took their kids, stick them in uniforms of their parents, but just for their size, and are redoing the series from point one.
Then
And
have
didn't even
Sasuke
try to
hook up-
change any of the previous characters for the better. Why is Sasuke
No.
still a fucking asshole?
Yeah, like
Have
you-
He
Have
attacked his own daughter.
Have
Yeah.
Sakura hook up with the man who abused her.
Okay,
That's
right. Let's not. I don't like using the term abuse. I have absolutely no enjoyment of the fact that Sakura continued to follow him. But remember, he rejected her time and time again.
So that
She
gives him
stalked
the okay.
No, it doesn't give him the okay.
Oh,
He
then it's
pretty much
abuse.
he admitted he was an asshole, but he didn't want to hang around with her. She stalked him. It wasn't abuse, like in kind of like domestic abuse kind of way, because at the end of the day, they weren't in a relationship. She stalked him. She
No,
stalked the fuck out of him.
she kind of stalked him, yes, but he's still a dick. It's
Oh,
still
he's an
stupid.
asshole.
No,
No,
listen,
no,
it's
not determining that.
it's still stupid writing that they ended up together. It's like motherfucker tried to kill you not once but fucking twice. What the fuck? I mean, and that is one thing that irritated me about Sakura's character. She was acting like her and Sasuke were in this like grand relationship. I'm like, motherfucker, you two haven't even done dick together, and you're acting like you two been married for like 80 years and you had grandchildren and shit. It's like, I know Kishimoto's like, I can't write love. I can tell, motherfucker.
It's not even can't write love. He can't write fucking proper good female characters. If you
No.
look at it, every character there, right? The only one that was fucking just normal was Tenten. You had
Well, yes.
Hinata who stood around going Naruto, and then you had Ino and Sakura who were best friends growing up and literally went, "We fancy the same guy. We can't be friends anymore. Oh, my life is over." What?
Well, here's the thing that's so fucked up. What I found out, right? I did some research. Now, this is a surprise he did for Sakura. It's a real surprise. She's apparently the only female of that group that you just named, son, that became a Jonin. How come the other women didn't become Jonin? Why not?
I would have said Hinata would have the. Hinata has the skills. She just doesn't have the confidence.
But
She does.
still. Okay,
But one last thing, Sal, because I want to say, because I do want to thank you again, because I always like when someone validates me. You're right. They're the same. All three of them, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, are the exact same at the last chapter as they were in 1.
Mm-hmm. Except powerful.
there was no growth, no character development. If anything was going to exist in that at that point and stuff like that, he just destroyed every possibility of it.
Yeah, Sasuke's still an asshole. He's still an antisocial jackass.
Actually,
Naruto-
this point that I was about to make actually has something about Naruto in it. So this is what happened. The person has said it was proven that some families in the Soul Society can share a Zanpakuto and pass it down from one member to a member or someone else's altogether, like the Leia clan. Or so if Sojiro Kasaka and Toshiro Hitsugaya Zanpakuto was a similar type, then it's possible that it was one spirit that split in two by separating into yin and yang forces, like Kurama from Naruto.
Oh fuck!
Because it couldn't pick a new master. It would be like they were twins, from one being good and the other one being evil. I said, and I'm like, it's proven. You're a bit confused, as well as in error of what is factual Bleach content. What is proven is that singularly the East Clan and not some families are involved in a very specific situation involving a unique Zanpakuto that is also considered a sacred relic of the Soul Society. This has proven true of only them in the entirety of Bleach. How do we know? Because the whole situation was specifically stated in the content written by Kubo. This is unlike Diamond Dust Rebellion, which is a standalone film not written by Kubo himself, which has information that contradicts what is established in the manga. Thus, like most filler arc, making such content non-canon. Also, your justification of such a possibility is entirely fabricated of your own making and not a viable explanation, as no such concept involving spirit splitting or by separating into yin and yang forces are used in Bleach, because this is not Naruto. It has nothing to do with the Zanpakuto being of a similar type. The Zanpakuto spirit is of its welder's soul. Is part of its welder's soul, and thus its power is unique to that person. Rukia and Hitsugaya have a similar type of Zanpakuto, ice type. That doesn't make them remotely the same. The East Clan being an exception to the rule due to their specific role within Soul Society. So that's as far as I went on that one, because apparently this person is very, very, very confused about.
Can I just ask why did he bring in Naruto to a Bleach discussion?
Because he's a fucktard. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. But because
Naruto is the daggone basis for every daggone or the greatness of fight mangas, as much as in quality and as in respect as Bleach has gone down as a member of the daggone big three, they still put Naruto ahead of it for some reason.
Well, can I just say then? Okay, then Ichigo is going to turn out to be a spawn of the demons because it happened to Fairy Tail.
Yeah, we see.
That's there's my proof.
Well, Ichigo's also going to beat Bach by eating a devil fruit. Because, he's got One Piece on his side.
Well,
Ichigo's going to beat Bach by ingesting the Titan formula into himself.
It's make a spirit ball. He has nothing to lose, so why not?
He wants to eat Bach.
But see, that's
make a spirit bomb.
I want to be truth. If any series deserves to be the top 3, it's One Piece. I know not everyone agrees, but that's.
Is that not one that's in the top 3?
It is. Well, I mean, it's the only one that deserves to be number 1. Like, I can understand. I do like Bleach. I put Bleach over Naruto. Naruto to me fell to the shit. It went to the shit ground. Okay, that's me. Bleach, it has, gotten little, But One Piece to me has been consistent, kicking ass, still doing all this great shit. Even you know what I'm talking about, and it has. So One Piece, I can see still being the leader. I would say anyone who says, "Oh, Naruto's the top of the three," get the fuck out of my face. What the fuck? What kind of fucking moron? I mean, because
What
you're
kind
right.
of moron would do that and name themselves after Naruto? I'm
Remember, this
sorry.
was this was
This is the
after,
thing about Naruto. I tried to
Sorry.
give it a chance. Everybody loved it. My cousin even loved it, and he would be sitting here telling me about it and how sick this fight was and how sick that fight was. And I tried to give it a chance. I really did, but Naruto himself, he's fucking annoying.
What?
And the only thing that I liked about it was the Jetsu concept and the concept of the hidden villages and stuff like that. That was a pretty cool concept to me, but that's really the only thing I liked about it. I didn't like the designs of the characters. I thought the whole concept of being a freaking ninja and everybody's sitting here wearing a freaking open-toed shoes and stuff like that seems stupid to me. And I didn't like some of the character designs, and I didn't really care for the storyline and where they were going. And in the end, I was ultimately justified in not daggone freaking getting into it.
Well, see, like you were saying about being annoying. Again, it's like all of them are the same as like one. Like, how bad of a character progression is that your characters are the exact same as they were in chapter 1 and chapter 700? The exact same, except they're adults and they're powerful. That's it. And actually, they're not really adults. Like, Naruto's not an adult. He's a kid still trapped in a man's body kind of shit. But, I mean, like you all said, they're the exact same. I mean, Sasuke's still, like I said, an asshole who can't express his feelings. And
It's like nothing was learned in all that time.
No. Also, Shirimoto says that when Sasuke pokes a girl on the forehead, that's the ultimate act of love. I'm like, really? That's the ultimate act, not kissing, not
So
kissing.
what? So what about when Kakashi poked Naruto in the ass?
That's an ultimate act of love.
Yeah, but
Absolutely,
that's
it
what I'm saying.
absolutely is.
I'm like,
1,000
wait a
years of death?
I'm like, wait a minute. So kissing's not the ultimate act of love. Fucking's not the ultimate act of love. It's poking someone on the forehead.
Well, to be fair, fucking isn't the act of love. Fucking is an act of.
No, son, I'm just joking. I'm like sitting there saying, like, of all the other things you could have put above.
Well, correction, it is love depending on who you are.
Okay, but here's the thing. But so Sasuke's still a loser, jackass. Naruto's still a complete fucking retard, annoying, hyperactive dude. I'm like, dude, you haven't mellowed out. You need to, like, I don't know, like, go talk to Snoop Dogg, smoke some weed, chill out. But you're still hyperactive. Apparently, he's so hyperactive, Kakashi has to go with him on meetings to make sure he stays calm. I'm like, what the fuck? He's still that, and Sakura's still thinking Sasuke.
And out of everybody who could have possibly been a good candidate, he's the Hokage.
Yeah, because Sakura is still, to this day, even in the Gaiden, they're going, my Sasuke! He's gonna hit my Sasuke!
Yeah, like, that Sasuke is still the greatest thing that was carved out of God.
So it seems to me that they did a one-up in fighting in this series and stuff like that. Nobody questions how good the daggone fight is. But when it came to actual writing a storyline or character development, that all just took a really huge backseat.
Yeah, I mean,
And he eventually got really bad too.
yeah,
Okay,
the fighting even got bad for Naruto too, because one of the other things I had a problem with is he's so embodied by Dragon Ball Z, because he even goes, the reason why Sasuke's Naruto's son's teachers because it's like Piccolo and Gohan. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face.
I think the biggest problem I had with Sasuke is, like, even when they were young and stuff like that, he felt like he had something to daggone prove or something to live up to because of what was going on with his what happened with his family and stuff like that. But everybody had their freaking cross to bear and shit like that. So it's not like you're the only one who has fucking issues or problems and stuff like that. Everybody else does.
He said to Naruto, he said,
and he
I had
acted
those
like
bones, you didn't.
Yeah, he acted like he was the only one that had a past or had issues and stuff like that. I mean, your freaking brother freaking massacred your entire family, and
Well,
now
see, here's the
it's
thing.
like,
Yeah, because he tells Naruto, you can't understand my pain. Bitch, you can't understand his pain. I mean, everybody
he has no parents, nobody likes him.
everybody everybody has their fucked up shit. And what also pissed me off is There's also stupid people going, now listen, everyone's going, Itachi's like one of the greatest anime brothers of all time. I'm like, what?
No, he's not. I like him as a character, but he's not the greatest anime brother of all time.
And when I saw this one meme, I wanted to hit someone so hard in the face till they bled. They try to say Itachi was such a good brother. He was as good of a brother as Ace was to Luffy. I'm like, fuck you so hard up the ass. I hope you bleed.
Fucking Sesshomaru was a better brother than Itachi.
Ace was one of the greatest brothers in Shonen manga, and when he died, Luffy was fucked up. Okay, Ace was just an all-around great brother. Itachi sucked. Everyone's like, Itachi was such a good brother. He loved Sasuke so much he didn't kill him. He murdered his whole fucking family, tortured him, told him to give his heart into hate. How the fuck is he a good brother?
You know, the worst part about this is that when you go back,
Sasuke
was, as an extreme asshole, but he was even, he's even a worse father, he's a worse husband, and he's even a worse daggone friend. Why do these people still associate with him? Like, oh, he's your daggone freaking friends. They had your back. They daggone trained with you. You daggone freaking went through some stuff together and stuff like that. And then the first daggone thing you do when the wind blows is daggone turn on them.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
and that's what I hate. Thank you, Sal. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
That's like Renji being like, I'm joining Aizen. Like, okay.
But see, thank you so much, Sal, because that is one of the things I try to get a point to people. It's like I don't know if you guys ever heard this saying, but where I come from, one of the sayings is bad people go into a bucket of shit, come out smelling like roses. Okay, like they can't do nothing wrong. And that is what irritates me with Sasuke. I hate his character so much because he is the embodiment of that. He can fall into a bucket of shit, literally horse shit, come out, and everyone like, he smells so wonderful. His fragrance is amazing. It's like, how is that even possible? All the shit he's done, all the shit, and everyone's still like, he's God's gift to humanity. I don't care about what your religion is. I'm using that phrase. It's like he's so great. He's so majestic. He's so incredible. It's like, he's betrayed you, motherfuckers. He's trying to kill you, motherfuckers. He's trying to burn down the whole village and murder everyone in it. He's sitting there. He tried to kill his own daughter. How the fuck are you people even still talking?
And then the question is like, who exactly does he have loyalty to? Because I don't think it was ever really clear. It's apparently not the village. It's not his friends and stuff like that. And he doesn't really have much of a way in the family. And then the daggone only family he has is daggone been nothing but fucking assholes and betrayers to him. So it's just like, why?
Shittymoto said that Sasuke at the end has embodied Itachi's dream and is now protecting the village. What the fuck? I'm like, he protects the village.
Except his daughter. He's just not protecting.
I mean, I understand the whole thing with the Uchihas was fucked up, but
I think
there was a different way of handling that situation instead of that going, murder and making everybody. This is actually counterpoint to the backstory for these characters and stuff like that. The parents or the people before them made fucked up decisions. Mm-hmm. This is one thing that I never could understand about that freaking Naruto and stuff like that. Their bright idea as parents was we're gonna fasten this freaking this supernatural daggone demon creature to our baby. Like, come on, what parent does that? Like, yes, I get the whole concept. They're saving the village, and that's the only thing that they could have done at the time and shit like that. But at the expense of what? Because it's not like people didn't know. They ostracized this boy. They treated him like shit and stuff like that, and he had nobody to daggone freaking love or care about him because both of his parents were dead.
Now, according to Kishimoto now, Sal. Now, Sal, you gotta understand now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just going by what I saw.
No. I'm giving you shit because Kishimoto's trying to rewrite it. Kishimoto is trying to rewrite it.
Shif, you're doing it in your mic. Thank you.
How's that?
Yeah, but Kishimoto did it yet again, like trying to rewrite a shit. First of all, people's defense for Minato was that he knew all along that Naruto needed the power of Kurama to defend the village. I'm like, but you still shoved it into your newborn baby. And then
because that wasn't dangerous.
And the Kishimoto is saying that no, Naruto wasn't abandoned. he had Hinata. She always loved him from the beginning. So no, he didn't grow up without people loving him. I'm like,
Yeah,
they
you
look
have
like
a stalker.
That's
Like-
funny because that's not what I saw.
that's what I said.
I
I'm
saw
like,
him sitting on a swing crying while she stalked him from
yeah,
a
that's
tree.
but he's saying she was the only one to truly acknowledge him at first. Not even Ruka did. I'm like, really? I've read chapter 1 like repeatedly, and I'm not even seeing her in it. Like, oh yeah, she doesn't appear to 33, but yeah, apparently she predates chapter 1. I'm like, I'm looking at Naruto and Ruka's relationship. I'm like, what? He's trying to go, oh, she loved him, so he was never truly alone. He looked like it to me. He looked like he was one of fucking slit his wrist.
Well, I think the point is, as long as someone loves you from afar, you're never alone.
Sal, I love you from Ireland.
That's what,
you're an orphan. You got parents you never met, but as long as they love you from afar, you're never alone.
yeah, I know. It's like, and that's why I hate how he ended the series so much. It's like, that is, you really don't know what love is. I'm like, I think he's married in real life. I'm like, I feel sorry for your wife if you really think that's the concept of love. I'm like,
This is the thing. If
Stop.
you don't know how to write romance, then you shouldn't even try. You shouldn't even go down that road.
yeah, exactly. I mean, seriously, like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like, how stupid does that sound? Oh, he was never truly alone. She acknowledged him from the beginning, so he
And
was never
the
alone.
worst part about it is, okay, if you're gonna put Sosuke and together and stuff like that, and husband and wife, you may not know how to write romance, but nobody's really asking you to. You should at least write some daggone type of committed, relationship, so it looks like they're in a relationship and they're a husband and wife. Because from what it looks like is, she's a single mom and he's
Yeah.
a sperm donor. That's
Yeah.
what it looked like.
Well, here's the thing. How bad is your relationship that your 11-year-old daughter questions it? Like, because every kid questions their parents' relationship. It's like her relationship with him is so bad. She has a picture frame with two different, like she's trying to make two pictures of them look like it's from the same one. Like she took two different pictures, makes it look like it's one big pic.
And remember, if your daughter questions your marriage, destroy your house.
Yeah, it's like, it's fucking stupid. It's like, this is fucking ridiculous. Sakura, look, if a real woman, a real strong female character would have beat his ass to fucking death and told him to go fuck himself into a ditch.
A real strong female character wouldn't have sex with this fucking loser.
I know,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
she washes and dries. She's a fucking single mom. Like, where the fuck is he? Oh, well, he's protecting the daggone village. Doing what? Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
know.
he's going on missions for Naruto. Okay, so you do realize, I mean, Naruto's her friend too, so does he realize that he got a daggone wife and kid at home that he never sees, or is that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
an issue?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, Naruto's such a loser. At the end of the series, he's such a hypocrite. He's also a hypocrite. Get this. He bitches at his son for cheating during the tuning exams. I'm like, so did you fucking two-faced bitch.
When
And
did he cheat?
I'll explain. He bitches at Boruto because Boruto had a device that stores his chakra for later to use later, right?
But
And he
why
says
did Naruto cheat? I want to know when Naruto cheated.
I'll give it to you. Why?
That just sounds like smart planning. Is there a rule that says he can't do that?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, son. I'll explain why he's a cheating two-faced bitch. He tells his son that using chakra like that you stored up from like another into a device is cheating because that ain't fair to people who don't have that device. You have a giant 9-tailed beast inside you that you use to beat Neji that no one else has. You're bitching at your son for doing like, oh, you can't use extra chakra from outside. What the fuck? You use a fucking tail beast inside you that heals you, that increases your power to 100-fold. You hypocrite. If you want to say Boruto cheated, this is why I'm saying Naruto cheated. If you're saying Boruto cheated for using the device to give him the edge, then you cheated too for having a 9-tailed fox in you giving you the edge. I mean, that's the truth. If he cheated using the device, then so did you using a 9-tailed fox. Am I right? I mean, you have a entity inside you that no one else does that gives you extra power, heals you. How will you like?
But to be fair, that's not his fault. That was kind of forced upon him as a baby.
No, son. The thing is, he humiliated his son in front of everyone, stripped his headband away, and all this other shit. He's like telling him it doesn't matter that Naruto couldn't help that he used it, and he didn't think there was nothing wrong with that.
I think it's hypocritical to say he was cheating because at the end of the day, didn't the tuning exams originally say that it's not about cheating, it's about getting caught? That if you get caught, so that's what he should have really shouted at him for, like,
Actually, right, but he did see Boruto wouldn't got caught. Naruto figured he was cheating and told Hinata to use the Byakugan to find out. But what I'm saying is, you're right. He got caught, But what I'm saying is Naruto himself, in a sense, if he wants to say that storing your energy into another device for later use is cheating because it stunts your growth, then so is using a nine-tailed fox. I mean, like, would Naruto have liked it if Hiruzen would have jumped down and been all like, I'm taking your headband away? That's cheating. No, Neji didn't get that. He probably would have fucking bitched and whined like a little girl, but like, I can't help that guy.
My ninja way, my ninja way.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's and like Sasuke tries to then parent Boruto. I'm like, dude, until you can take care of your own daughter, you're not in a way. You don't have the right to give parent advice when you look at your own fucking family. You're not the guy I would go for parenting. I mean, it's like, seriously, he's trying to, like, I'll tell you, like, a father. I'm like, dude, don't even start with what a father's supposed to do, because you sure as a shit ain't doing it either.
I have to say, I find it hilarious that she wears glasses, given she has the Sharingan.
That's what I thought. I'm like, and that's nothing. He's such a bad writer. He trolls the fan base into thinking she could be Kyrie's daughter. It's like, what the fuck? You're an asshole. Like, you're not a troll anymore. You're just a cocksucker. You're just a cum guzzling whore. Is all you all writing a manga? That's all you.
Yeah, literally that whole Gaiden arc was literally a soap opera.
It was. It was fucking.
Literally nothing.
I didn't read it. I just read it from, like, forums what people posted. It was like, did you read the chapter? No, I didn't waste my time. I just read the articles on the Wikipedia and had someone tell me on a forum. That's how I got the info. But I'm taking the word for Endopedia. That's what happened.
Like, Naruto actually hit Sasuke at the thought of actually him cheating on thing with Kari, and it's like, what?
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on, Naruto. You know you're probably sticking your dick in soccer when you're at the office by yourself. You dumbass. He's probably sticking his dick in other women. That'd be another fucking thing. An ultimate troll moment. He has 7 kids from other women. What the fuck?
Who does?
Naruto, I was joking that
right.
He's being a hypocrite, yelling at Sasuke, but he's probably sticking his dick in, like, Sakura, Ino, Tenten. He's probably got children from all these other women. He's like, I wanted my ninja way to succeed, so I had kids with everyone else.
Well, I'd like to talk about the whole romance thing and the women side of it. This is his idea of romance. Ino and Sakura fall out with each other, best friends for life, fall out with each other over a guy. Sakura stalks Sasuke. Ino stalks Sasuke. When she can't get Sasuke, she gets married to Sai because he looks like Sasuke. Then you have Hinata, who basically stalks Naruto. Naruto, who basically gets on like, oh, Sakura, I love Sakura, even though she loves someone else. And then suddenly loves Hinata. And then what else? And then you have Karin. What is it with Sasuke? Sorry. But does every girl just go like, oh, I fancy him. He's a dick, but I fancy him.
I know. It's like, go ahead.
No, you're okay.
No, it's my bad. I'm sorry, son.
No, you're okay. Go ahead. I'm finished. It's just absolute bullshit writing.
You're right. And I hated that with Naruto and Hinata shit. They're saying, oh, you were only competing with Sasuke for soccer. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, so he's a dick? I'm like, so he's taking his rivalry with Sasuke so far, he's bringing another human being's feelings into it for, like, what, bragging rights to Sasuke? I'm like, dude, what the fuck what kind of guy is, like, if I had a rival with someone, it'd be between me and him. I'm not going to drag you, son, into it. Like, let's see who can get into bed with son first. No, I'm not going to drag you into my rivalry with, like, dipshit down the street. I'm like, so why in God's name? That makes Naruto look like a worthless human being. I'm like, so let me get this straight. He didn't love Sakura. He just was trying to tell Sasuke, hey, man, let's see who can get her dick in her first.
Yeah.
And that's wrong. And also, I don't know how Sasuke had a kid. He's got no dick. He's dickless. So I don't know how that even occurred. And, like, you're right. Ino and Sai's Sasuke 2.0. He's just basically discount Sasuke. He's what you find at, like, Sasuke's at Walmart and Sai's Dollar General. He's just a cheap bargain version of him.
Yeah, and he talks even less than Sasuke, which is weird.
Yeah, and then and that's what's so stupid. I'm like, dude, this relationship is just so fucking stupid. It's like the only one that actually made a little bit of sense was Shikamaru and Temari. Was the only one that kind of made, like, that wasn't complete, like, yeah, this is stupid. And then even Choji and his wife, I'm like, did you throw a dart at a board just going, that girl, that's the one he's going to marry.
He's going to marry. Was it the black girl he married?
Yeah, Karini. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like they didn't even interact with each other. I'm like, did he like watch Robot Chicken's one with the Cylons going shabing, shaboom, shabang? There we go. Rinse, rinse, wash, rinse, repeat, cash the fucking check. Seriously, that's what he had to do with Korean. He's like, they never even interacted. And the Kiba, he's a dog guy, so I'll put him with the cat girl. I'm so funny.
Who's the cat girl?
Some filler girl. There's a filler girl that she owned cats, like the Kiba and his family owned dogs. She owned
Are you on
cats.
about the girl that kept losing the cat?
She has cats.
Was she in the manga?
No, not to the last chapter. That's how lazy he is. He brought her from the filler into the manga and put Kiba and her together. He's like dogs and cats love each other. And
I suppose that's what he gets, because he makes 3-man teams, and every single team has 1 girl and 2 men. Eventually, there's going to be a whole fucking reproductive issue here down the line. It's like, why the fuck is there no women for the men?
Well, one of the things I gotta say is if one thing I would say too is like, you mean to tell me though? I bet you every single male member except for Sasuke because he's retarded. I bet you every single male member at least jerked off once to their female teammate. You can't shit me they didn't.
Probably Rock Lee probably did.
I mean, you can't. I would say Lee jerked off to 10-10. I mean, come on, especially if she was like fucking like if he saw like in her underwear or something, he probably like, oh yeah. I mean, you can't shit me. Naruto, Shikamaru, and Choji, and all them. They never looked at their female teammate. Especially when they were going through puberty, going, "I'm gonna get me a piece of that ass one day."
I do try not to think of that because I do have male friends.
Okay, son, I'm just using an example that you can't shit me though. Especially, I don't know. It's just stupid. But yeah,
I know, it's just he's not a very good writer. I mean, he's just not.
No.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it, but there's just there's major flaws in both Bleach and Naruto. Is basically my point.
Yeah, I agree. You're right, and I don't mind you enjoying it or someone. But what I don't like is when someone refuses to acknowledge said faults or wants to come up with an excuse like, "Oh, that's love though. That is love." When you poke someone, I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. I'm like, so some guy abuses you or just pokes you on the forehead. That's your relationship status. He poked me on the forehead. Update Facebook.
You poked me in the forehead. I think I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I know. Update the Facebook account.
I haven't had my period in 3 weeks. He poked me. Yeah, sorry.
That's funny.
Sorry.
No, that was great. Well, they said a lot of people in Japan are doing that now. I'm like, what the fuck?
God, Jesus.
I'm like, I hope not.
Yeah, it'll be a generational thing. Like, when my granny was a kid, they thought if they kissed a boy whenever they were on their period that they would get pregnant and stuff, so it's going to be one of those things, misconception. Naruto, you have a lot to answer for.
Hey, Zil, you're the resident weeb. Is that what they're doing over in Japan?
What?
Poking people on the forehead to show love. That's what everyone's saying.
So?
Yeah, what?
We're saying is that we're joking because a lot of people are trying to say that when Sasuke pokes a girl in the forehead, that's the ultimate act of love. And people are saying Japan is starting to show that trend. I was joking.
In Japan because there are a lot of weeaboos.
So, I know, but it's like, okay, no worries. I think everyone's falling asleep now, so I guess we could start ranting about Naruto.
Thanks for the good laugh, son.
Sorry.
I needed that.
You're all right. So, is everyone finished with chapter 6? Nope, 6.
82.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I think we finished a while ago.
Yep.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we'll see you next week. We're not allowed to talk anymore. So sorry if we rambled or if we.
For the final chapter of Bleach, where Renji uses Keikakuho, paddle number 99, and it blows off Bach's penis, and he's so ashamed that he killed himself.
Yeah. And then eventually, whenever Aizen gets cut down, the chair will come out of his ass and be like, "I was here all along. Time to die."
Yep. That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it. But yeah, so.
Final enemy chair, Sama.
Yeah. But yeah, so please show all your respect down below by telling us RIP, rest in peace, chair. We miss you. And tell us what you think. So we'll see you later. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.